Hello, dear friends, and welcome. It's wonderful to have you here today as we talk about something close to many of our hearts and our health. We often hear about the incredible benefits of eating fish, don't we? It's hailed as a superfood for the brain, packed with those amazing omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA. We're told it's crucial for children's development, for expectant mothers, and yes, for us, as we navigate our golden years, helping to keep our minds sharp and our bodies strong. Fish is a wonderful source of lean protein and essential nutrients, and for good reason, it holds a special place on our tables. But my friends, have you ever paused to wonder if all fish are created equal in terms of their benefits, or if there might be a hidden side to this seemingly perfect food? Today, I want to talk to you about something important, something that we need to be aware of to truly protect our well-being. It's about the journey our fish take before they reach our plates, and how sometimes they can carry unwelcome passengers. I'm talking about heavy metals. It's a slightly concerning topic, I know, but knowledge is power, and understanding this helps us make the best choices. You see, our waters, our rivers, lakes, and oceans are sometimes affected by pollution. This can come from industrial waste, from the water that runs off our cities, and various other sources. These pollutants can include heavy metals, things like mercury, lead, and cadmium. Now, fish live in this water, and through the natural food chain, these metals can build up in their bodies. It starts small. Tiny organisms absorb a little bit of these metals. Then, small fish eat many of these tiny organisms, and the metals concentrate in their bodies. Then, larger fish eat many of those smaller fish, and the concentration grows even more. This is called bioaccumulation. It means that the fish themselves can become reservoirs for these metals. Scientists and health experts have studied this for a long time. They've found that certain heavy metals can be particularly harmful to our nervous system, and especially to our brain. Mercury, for instance, is a well-known neurotoxin. It can interfere with how our brain cells communicate and function. Studies have shown, for example, how mercury exposure can impact cognitive development in children. Lead is another metal that can cause significant harm to the brain and nervous system, affecting memory and thinking abilities. Cadmium, while less discussed in the context of brain health directly, is a toxic metal that can damage our kidneys and bones and indirectly impact our overall health, which of course is linked to brain health. It's a gentle word of caution, not to scare you but to empower you. So you might be asking, which fish are we talking about? Are all fish a concern? Not at all. But there are certain types of fish that tend to accumulate higher levels of these harmful metals. Let's go through some of these so you can be better informed. First, we have the large predatory fish. Think of fish like sharks, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish from certain areas like the Gulf of Mexico. These fish are at the top of the marine food chain. They live long lives and eat many smaller fish that have already accumulated some metals. So, over their lifespan, these large predators can end up with quite a high concentration of metals, particularly mercury in their bodies. It's just the nature of where they sit in the ecosystem. Second, consider fish that have very long lifespans. Similar to the large predators, the longer a fish lives, the more time it has to accumulate metals from its environment and its food. Fish like tilefish, which I mentioned, and some older, larger specimens of other species can fall into this category. A long life means more meals, and potentially more exposure. Third, we need to be mindful of fish from specific, known, polluted waters. Sometimes, certain lakes, rivers, or coastal areas might have higher levels of industrial pollution. Fish caught in these specific, contaminated areas are more likely to have elevated levels of heavy metals. This is why knowing the source of your fish when possible can be helpful. Local advisories often provide information on this. Now, hearing all this might make you feel a bit worried, and that's understandable. But please, don't think this means you should stop eating fish altogether. Fish offers too many wonderful health benefits to simply remove it from our diets. The key is to be selective to be a smart consumer and to know which fish are safer choices. So, how can we navigate this and continue to enjoy fish safely? Let me share some practical tips. One of the best strategies is to choose smaller fish. Smaller fish are generally younger and haven't had as much time to accumulate high levels of metals. Think about fish like sardines, anchovies, herring, and smaller types of mackerel, like Atlantic mackerel. These are often excellent choices. Also, look for fish that are known to be low in mercury, but still rich in those beneficial omega-3s. Salmon is a fantastic example. Wild-caught salmon, especially from cleaner waters, is a great option. Other good choices include freshwater trout, sea bass, and flounder. When you're at the fish market or grocery store, don't hesitate to ask questions. Ask about where the fish came from, its origin. Reputable sellers should be able to provide this information. Choosing fish from well-managed, sustainable fisheries can also be a good indicator of quality and safety. Now, let's talk about how you prepare your fish. Does cooking method matter? While cooking doesn't typically remove heavy metals, choosing healthier cooking methods is always good for your overall well-being. Steaming, baking, or broiling your fish are wonderful ways to prepare it. These methods help retain the fish's nutrients without adding unhealthy fats. Some people wonder if frying makes things worse. While it's generally a less healthy cooking method, the primary concern with metals is their presence in the fish to begin with. And here's another wonderful tip. What you eat with your fish can also play a supportive role. Our bodies have natural detoxification pathways, and we can support them through our diet. Eating plenty of foods rich in dietary fiber, like whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, can be very helpful. Fiber can bind to certain toxins in our digestive system and help carry them out of the body. Think of it as gently sweeping your system clean. Also, certain nutrients are known to help. Vitamin C, found in citrus fruits, berries, and bell peppers, is a powerful antioxidant. Selenium, found in Brazil nuts, just 1 or 2 a day is enough. Tuna, choose light tuna, which is lower in mercury, and sardines can also play a protective role as it can bind to mercury and reduce its toxicity. So, a balanced, colorful diet rich in these elements can support your body's efforts to stay healthy. My dear friends, the intention today was not to alarm you, but to arm you with knowledge. Fish is and remains a valuable part of a healthy diet, especially for maintaining brain health as we age. The key is not to avoid fish, but to choose wisely. It's about understanding that there are differences among fish, and that we have the power to select those that nourish us best while minimizing any potential risks. Think about the vast ocean, full of so many different kinds of fish. Some are like wise old elders, carrying the stories and elements of a long life. Others are young and spry. We can choose the younger, sprier ones more often for our tables. I encourage you to share this information with your family and friends. Open up a conversation about making mindful food choices. It's these small acts of awareness and care that contribute so much to our long-term health and vitality. Remember, your health is a precious gift. Nurturing it with good food, chosen with wisdom and love, is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. Thank you for listening, and I hope this has been helpful and reassuring for you. Take care of yourselves, eat well, and live joyfully.